If you're dreaming about seaside living with amazing views and a close-knit community, White Rock, BC might just be the perfect spot for you. However, even the best of places does have its quirks. And so in this video, we're going to dive into some of the pros and cons of living here in White Rock. We're going to highlight some of the area's hidden gems, as well as what might be some potential deal breakers, making you think twice about moving here. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, my name is Glen Hopkins and I create videos all about Canadian real estate and my local market of Surrey and White Rock, BC. So if that's something that you're interested in, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Also, if you'd like my help with either buying or selling a home here in Surrey or White Rock, there is a link in the description box below where you can schedule a call with me. And if you're anywhere else in Canada and you need a referral to a fantastic agent, don't worry, I've got you covered. I know amazing agents throughout the country and I'd be happy to connect you with them. Okay, so let's dive in. And by the way, really quick, don't miss the end of the video because I'm going to reveal an amazing must-see area within this seaside community that a lot of the actual locals are not even aware of. All right, so let's start off with pro number one, which is the scenery. White Rock is absolutely gorgeous with stunning ocean views, long sandy beaches. You know, the town actually boasts 8 kilometers or 5 miles of beautiful beachfront, which is definitely one of its defining features. This sandy shoreline offers plenty of space for activities such as, walking, jogging, picnicking, sandcastle building, and of course, all of the water sports, including things like paddleboarding, kiteboarding, windsurfing, skimboarding, you name it, it's all there. And as you probably guessed, the town gets its name from a large white boulder that sits between East and West Beach, making it a famous landmark with historical significance that is tied back to local Indigenous legends. And by the way, in case you were wondering, the White Rock isn't naturally all that white. The truth is, it gets a lot of bird poop on it. And so the city, every year, it paints that rock white to keep it looking nice and clean. Of course, another highlight close by to that iconic White Rock is the pier, which is the largest pier in all of Canada. It offers spectacular views and is perfect for leisurely strolls. Many of the locals here and visitors alike, they start their day with a walk along the pier, enjoying their favorite drink and the scenic views. But with all the beauty, there is a flip side. It attracts a lot of tourists, especially during the summer months. And like most beachfront towns, on warm summer weekends, locals often find the beach, which is Marine Drive basically, which runs along the main strip, very busy with traffic and people. And while that adds to that lively summer vibe, it can make it pretty hard to find a parking spot. Now, in a few minutes, I'm going to reveal a hidden gem here in White Rock that some of the locals don't even know about. But first, let's talk about one of the biggest pros that attracts so many people to relocate to White Rock, and that is the mild climate. White Rock boasts the mildest climate and the most sunshine in all the lower mainland, which means more opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. And let me just start off by saying that the surrounding rainforests are absolutely stunning, with lush green trails that are perfect for hiking, biking, and exploring all that nature has to offer. But on the flip side, winters can be pretty wet. The rain can be relentless and it might mess with some of your outdoor plans. Some people who are sensitive to the weather conditions may experience something called seasonal affective disorder, or also known as SAD syndrome, during those rainy winter months. So if you're not a fan of the dark, the rainy days during the winter, they could put a damper on things for you. In fact, when I first moved here from Ontario many years ago, it took me a little while to adjust to the rain. The winters, they just kind of seem never ending. But then one day, a local shared a great tip. He told me the best thing you can do is just ignore it. Amazingly, after hearing that, my whole perspective changed and that feeling of gloom, it quickly disappeared and I started to appreciate everything else that White Rock has to offer during those rainy winter months. So I just need to say to you, if you're planning on moving here, come prepared with the right mindset and the proper rain gear. You can toss away all of those down-filled jackets, your snow pants, your heavy insulated boots, because all you really need here is a rainproof jacket equipped with a hood to keep you nice and dry. And in fact, I've got to say, for the most part, it's only visitors that carry around an umbrella. And once you embrace the rain, you'll see that it's a small price to pay for all of the beautiful year-round greenery and mild weather. And trust me, the lush landscapes and mild climate make it all worth it. And let's not forget, you don't have to shovel snow, so that is a huge bonus. And when you live here, it feels like being part of a close-knit community. Neighbors are friendly, and the local events bring everyone together, making it a great place to raise your family and just enjoy that slower pace of life. However, if you crave the hustle and bustle of the city life, you might find White Rock a little lacking. You know, the nightlife and entertainment options here are, well, let's just say they're limited to say the least. But that said, however, South Surrey, which borders just north of White Rock, offers a ton of restaurants and shopping options to you. So personally, I love White Rock for its slower pace and quieter lifestyle. And then when I feel the need to get out for some shopping or nightlife, I just head into South Surrey. And if you want to enjoy all of the things that come with a big city, well, that's not too far away either. Speaking of Vancouver, White Rock is just 45-minute drive down the road, which makes it fantastic because you get to enjoy the peace and quiet of a smaller community while also having easy access to all of the amenities and job opportunities of a big city. Plus, the cost of living in White Rock can be quite a bit lower than it is in Vancouver. Still, however, real estate in White Rock can be pricey, especially if you're looking for a home with an ocean view. And a lot of buyers who call me from the Prairie provinces, they're often a little bit surprised by the prices here compared to what they're used to. Now that said, there are still some options available, so if you're interested, just let me know. All right, so before I reveal a true White Rock hidden gem, let's briefly talk about local schools and public transit. Now, families are going to be happy to know that White Rock has some excellent schools. Schools like White Rock Elementary and Semiahmoo Secondary. And in fact, White Rock and its neighboring community of South Surrey are known for having some of the best schools and highest graduation rates in all of Canada. Now, this makes it a great place to raise your kids and ensure they get top-notch education in both primary and secondary schooling. Then when your kids are ready for college, Vancouver is just a short commute away and offers many exceptional universities and colleges. Now, whether they're interested in UBC, Simon Fraser University, or any of the other great institutions, they're going to have plenty of options for higher education. The downside, however, is public transit options here in White Rock are a little bit limited compared to the larger cities. However, with the advent of Uber and other sort of ride-sharing services, getting around town is a lot easier than it used to be. Now, if you're getting any value from this video whatsoever, please do me a favor, hit the like button. It would mean the world to me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so I have two more quick pros and quick cons that I think you're going to be interested to hear about. First of all, the community vibe here in White Rock is one of its greatest strengths. People are very welcoming and there's always a sense of belonging. Local markets and festivals are always buzzing with activities and smiles, and you can enjoy things like the weekly farmers market, the annual Tour de White Rock bike race, and the annual softball tournament up in Softball City in South Surrey, where teams from all around the world, they come here to compete. It's a lot of fun. However, with its growing popularity, there is some concern about overdevelopment. Many of the locals, they're worried about all the new construction, including a number of the high-rise buildings popping up throughout the city of White Rock that some say are spoiling the town's charm and its natural beauty. Of course, this concern, it's not unique to White Rock only. With Canada's population growing as rapidly as it is, we're seeing more multifamily and, higher density living throughout all of the country. Oh, and before I forget, there is a hidden gem here in White Rock that many of the residents aren't even aware of, and that is Ruth Johnson Trail Park. Now, this is a beautiful park with a network of walking and biking trails that wind through lush greenery and towering trees. It's a peaceful retreat, perfect for nature walks, family outings, soaking up all that nature has to offer in this area. The park, it features, large overgrown trees, forest canopy, and scenic trails with staircases that weave throughout all of the landscape, creating this magical environment. Now, to find and access the park trail, all you need to do is head to the area near Centennial Park. The main entrance is just off North Bluff Road, which is also 16th Avenue, and there's parking available right nearby. Now, this park, it provides a serene landscape, making it a great spot that you do not want to miss. And there's just so much more to know about living in White Rock, BC, so be sure to check out some of the other videos that are popping up right now to discover even more about this amazing area. And if you'd like my help in finding the perfect place to call home here in White Rock or the surrounding area, go ahead, schedule a call with me using the link in the description box below.